I'm going to show you 5 exercises that you can do to heal your sciatica at home fast. Now, sciatica is a blanket term that describes any sensation of pain running basically from the low back down the entire leg. And sciatica can happen for different reasons. You could have a disc herniation that pinches on one of these little nerve roots, and those nerves go down into the back of the leg and all the way into the foot. And so pinching the nerve causes pain for a little while. Another cause of sciatica is that as the sciatic nerve exits from the low back and goes down underneath the big glute muscles, you've got this muscle called the piriformis, which goes from your sacrum over to your hip bone, or really it's your leg bone, it's your greater trochanter of your thigh bone. And as this goes over here, it basically pinches on this sciatic nerve. And so this muscle can irritate this nerve. And we would call that piriformis syndrome. Now, this is important. Sciatica should really only be happening on one side of the body at the same time. If you have what you think is sciatica and it's radiating pain down both of your legs, and especially if you also have numbness, tingling, or burning, or electrical sensations, nervy sensations in your hands as well, please go see your doctor, because that is not sciatica. You need to have that evaluated. So here are 5 exercises you can do at home to heal your sciatica, whether it's coming from your low back and some kind of disc issue, or it's coming from a tight muscle under your glute, that piriformis muscle. The first thing we're going to do is lay face down. These are coming from the McKenzie system. We're going to do extensions. So most people prefer this direction. So we're going to start here. Hands under the shoulders. Basically what we're trying to do here is press up as high as you can. You might not be able to press up very high at first. So give it some time, ease into it. We'll do 3 sets of 10 press-ups per day with the goal of being able to press up all the way. Now, if it hurts when you're doing this in your low back, but the radiating pain down your leg centralizes, where you have less radiating pain, but maybe more pain in the low back, that is a good sign. That is okay. It means it's working. If it starts to get worse, just don't push up so high. Just do smaller extensions here. So if your radiating pain or sciatica is going to be coming from your low back, if that's the case for you, then this exercise will help. The next exercise we're going to do is sciatic nerve glides. You're going to put your foot out on something where your ankle can move freely, and you'll bend forward as far as you can go. Now, some of you, this is going to be way too much, so you're going to have to sit upright as you do this. That's fine. But what we want to do is have bend forward as far as you're comfortable going. And then the foot and the head, only the head, not the whole spine. The head and the foot are going to move in the same direction at the same time, like windshield wipers. So nice and slow, it's going to look like this. And you'll just do 3 sets of 10 daily. And what we're trying to do here is take that sciatic nerve and floss it through the tunnels where it might be getting pinched, whether that's in the spine or whether that's in the near the piriformis. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to floss that nerve back and forth. The next exercise we're going to do is a little bit of self-massage in the piriformis, and I got to warn you, it's a real pain in the ass. Oh God, I'll see myself out. Whatever. Grab a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. You're going to stick it under the meatiest part of your butt, okay? Just straight in the center of the butt here, and your butt cheek on the side, obviously, that has the radiating pain. And you're just going to start to lean over on it. Now, this might be a lot. It really is a pain in the butt. You're going to lean here, and if that's too much, you just chill and you breathe, okay? All your job is to just breathe. Nice and slowly. And you're going to chill here for a minute. Now, if you can handle it, then what you'll do is you'll cross your ankle over your other foot as you sit on the lacrosse ball. Now, I'm using my hands here to stabilize, because if I put all my weight on this lacrosse ball, it's going to hurt like hell. And there's no way I can relax if it hurts that much. So more pain does not equal more therapeutic benefit, okay? Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be like 7 out of 10 pain or more, okay? It should be tolerable. If you cannot breathe slowly and peacefully, then you are putting too much weight on the ball, and it is too deep of a massage. So back off, use your arms to support you, and massage this piriformis muscle. Stay here for at least 1 minute, if not 2 minutes. And you can do that one throughout the day. The next exercise is geared towards helping you stay functional, because one of the most important things that you can do while you have back pain, and especially if it's bad back pain that goes down the leg, you need to stay functional. Movement is medicine, motion is lotion. So here's how you make sure that you reinforce that without pissing off your back. So most of the time when people have low back pain and sciatica, it really hurts them when they bend over. That's usually the most aggravating thing they can do, is that they got to pick up their shoes or pick up the dog or pick up some stuff on the floor. It doesn't matter. If you can't do that stuff, I mean, technically we would call that disability, right? Because you're less abled. That sucks. We don't want you to be less able. We want you to be able to achieve your activities of daily living. So if bending over and rounding your spine hurts right now, then a temporary solution, and I do mean temporary, you don't have to do this forever. You should be able to bend your spine eventually, but for now, we're gonna try to bend or hinge forward with a straight spine. So grab a broom or something like that, take it to your back, touch your head, your mid-back, and your crack to the broom, and just practice. I'll switch hands so you can see me better. Hinging forward from the hip joints, you're gonna feel a stretch in the hamstrings here without taking your head away from the broom or lifting your tailbone away from the broom or arching your back too much. So head, back, crack, and then do 3 sets of 10. So we're gonna do them kind of slow, just like I'm doing right here, 9, right? And you'll do 3 sets of 10 per day to get you used to hinging. This gives you an opportunity to bend forward and pick things up without rounding your spine. Again, this is not a forever solution. Eventually you should be able to round your spine fine, and you'll want to ease your way back into that. But right now, while it's really sensitive, it's a good idea to have another option in your toolkit so you can stay functional. And then lastly, sometimes chiropractors and physical therapists are going to tell you that you need to work only on this extension if you have radiating low back pain, but that's just not true at all. Don't be afraid of rounding your back. But if doing something like a child's pose really hurts and makes your back pain worse, then a dramatic version of rounding your spine is to just do some small partial cat-cows. So you don't have to push all the way into each position, but you can do just, kind of half cat-cows, because you don't want to start to create the habit that, I rounded my spine and therefore I'm going to have pain, because that leads to really bad long-term outcomes. So we want to get you used to moving your spine in both directions. Right now it might be really tender, so you might need to kind of take it easy, but eventually we want to be able to do full cat-cows. Once that's comfortable, we'll want to be able to spend some time rocking back into child's pose, coming forward, breathe in, exhale nice and slow back to child's pose. And then eventually, of course, the goal is that you can just round your back. You can pick things up with a rounded back, no problem. But the cat-cows are a good way to ease your way back into that rounding of the spine without pissing it off too much. So take it easy on those, but don't be afraid of them either. If you have questions about sciatica or anything that your physical therapist or chiropractor has told you about your low back pain that doesn't seem quite right, leave them in the comments. I'll make a video to respond to your questions if they make sense and if I can help. Until then, remember that motion is lotion and movement is medicine, so move your body every day. That's the best thing you can do for low back pain. I'm Dr. Anthony Davis, and I will see you in another video.